Hey guys, it's Victor Costa. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. A lot of people say to me, Vic, should I use light weights, do a lot of repetitions and get my pump that way, or should I use heavy weights, a few repetitions and get my pump that way? And I want to talk to you a little bit about the role that the weights are supposed to play in the dynamics of training. When I was younger, I only had at my disposal a certain amount of weights, a finite amount of weights. So I would do everything I possibly could to make those weights feel heavier. And a lot of my techniques now actually are derived from those experiments. My goal was to obviously use lighter weights because that's all I had and try to make those weights feel heavier. As a result, I was able to really focus on how to put my posture in the right way to get those weights to sink directly into the muscles and not so much on the joints. I would do various types of techniques. I wouldn't rest a lot between sets. I would do extended sets for a long period of time. I would do the reps very slowly, both on the concentric and the eccentric part of the movement. And I would do everything I could to sort of take over those weights because they were light and to try to make them work for me. And like I said, a lot of benefits came from that. I became very aware of my body and I was able to control the weights very well, like an instrument or a tool. But there was something that was happening that wasn't great. The weights weren't really playing the role that they should have because they weren't heavy enough. I was taking over. I became the majority part of that workout, and the weights really had less to do with it. In other words, they should have played a bigger part. And if they were heavier, they would have. And it's the same for the guys who are using heavy weights and doing and really kind of throwing them around in a sloppy way and not being present in the body. In other words, the weights are sort of taking up the majority of the workout and they're sort of a bystander, right? The weights are moving them, they're not moving the weights. In my case, I was moving the weights too much and the weights weren't playing their role. So there's this interplay. There's supposed to be this interplay, this happy medium between man and machine, or woman and machine, or man and weights, women and weights. And they're supposed to play a role. And when you feel that you're taking over too much, that's when it's time to let the machine weigh a little bit more and to play a more dominant role in that workout. When you're letting the weights throw you around, in other words, you're barely in the body, you're just trying to get the rep over with, it's time to lower the weights, become more aware of the workout, let your body play more of a role in that. And so when you find that happy medium is when you kind of feel good about your bodybuilding routine. So I would encourage those of you who are in your body so much that you know your body so well, you've been doing so much of that real tight work, that work deep down into the bone, you're able to kind of just sneeze and feel your lats flex. You know, that kind of concentration and that awareness that you have, that's when it's time to kind of let yourself go a little bit, use some heavier weights and let the weights play a bigger role in your bodybuilding. And you'll benefit as a result of that. And for the guys who are getting thrown around by their weights, lighten them up a little bit, come back into the body and watch your body express itself as you become a more critical component of that and you're more of a designer of your own body as compared to letting the weights take you for a ride, okay? So it's a happy medium. Is it 3 sets of 10? Maybe. But you have to find your 10. You have to find where that is, you know. Some people for 8 is the perfect rep range. I like to go a little higher, actually. I like to go like 12 to 14 reps is really my thing. And I really sort of feel it maybe on the first 2 or 3 sets. I like that. And then I start to get tired and wane a little bit. And then I'm starting to do maybe 8 on my 4th set or something like that. But you have to find your 10 and you have to find your weights. Again, if you're doing work too close to the bone, and I can even spot somebody who's done that work. I mean, they look tight. They look like they could stop a bullet. They look substantial. But you're not going to get to the next level if you continue to do only that tight work. And by the way, if you love how you look and you like how everything's going, then you can turn this video off now. But if it's something that you've been trying to do, which is sort of get a little bigger, get a little broader, you've got to loosen up on that work. And for those of you who have sort of a look that's a little bit unsubstantial, right? That the muscles aren't as tight, kind of a little bit bulky, and you realize you've been throwing those weights around, come back more into your body and watch yourself get to the next level and watch your body express. So wish you guys all the best. Hope you like the video. Peace, love, and muscles. Visit me at Vic's Natural and say hello on Facebook. Take care.